all we do is pop it in under. Pull that one tight, lay it down, and away we go. I was taught to weave just over 40 years ago, 42 years now I reckon. A workshop was arranged in Ngarrindjeri in the school hall. Steve Hemmings was working with the museum at that time. He arranged a workshop with Ngarrindjeri from Rauken to come up. There was about 20 of us that was taught the basket weaving, and I'm very thankful with Ngarrindjeri sharing that with us, the beginning, and really good history for us to keep that going and to put it with our children and for them to pass it on to their children. Back then I wanted to keep it going. I ended up getting into the schools to teach, and so my first class was Year 9 here in Ngarrindjeri School for Art. That was the beginning, and I just kept it going. When I was taught, I reminisced on my grandmother because I've had her time up until the age of 11, and it was always around me. I could have helped her. I could have helped her pick the rushes, because that was her survival. Never told us to go out and pick with her. We could have helped, but maybe she was out picking while we were at school. My grandmother actually put us into school, made sure we got an education, but I think back I could have helped her because all my children helped me. When I was first taught to weave, a basket was brought to Melaleuca. They're looking for someone to fix this basket. I wanted to know who made this basket and who am I doing it for, and it was my grandmother's basket that I was mending. What an honour. My great-grandmother was a weaver, Queen Louisa, and then we got my great-grandmother with her weaving pieces. I haven't got any of my grandmother, but I've got a picture of her and her piece of work. We had Ngarrindjeri's first piece, what she was doing in the workshop. We had that in the museum. And then I've got my mum's, and I've got Nana Laura's, that's my grandmother's sister. And I look at Hilda Valesios, her pieces in the museum there too. But in that case is Tom's grandmother, Granny Ethel from down Kingston, her sister basket. The other old pieces, like the sister basket, the sewing basket that are in our little museum, they're old, and that gives that reflection back over those pieces. I can never be as good as them. I honour their work. I look at the sister baskets as so important for us because they're important items were carried in those. They're survival items, and they're two sides and you're connecting them. It's like one piece, but it's two little pieces, you work together and then connect. When I'm doing a weaving workshop, I always talk about our old fellas, everything they made, they used. It was all based on survival, a very important part of their life. They made the fish nets, the fish traps, the fish scoops, the baskets to gather the food, the big mats to sit on, the back warmers. They put so much effort into making it. And also you think of the stories too that were told while they were making, how important it is to the family, the yarning circle while they're working those pieces. It stays with you. It stays with you. And that's what's done with our children, the family, friends. My saddest bit is when I lose a family member that I've trained up so well, but I've got young ones that are able to do it. We're getting older now. They support us in the picking, and weaving. It'll keep going. You look at where we pick the rushes from, the respect for it on the land, and then the preparation for weaving, and the many workshops we have, the coming together, the reconciliation day, the sorry day, the NAIDOC week, and the many other workshops we've pulled together to bring people together is a big healing, I believe, and it's so precious, so special. Weaving is about it, we can sit back and yarn, and that's through that piece that you're working on.